What's up, all? Jarek Cyphus, aka Cigar and Con here for a quickie and an owie. An owie. For those who aren't up to speed, I got hurt at work. Me. In the most unusual way possible. I won't go into the details. I'll just say that a parts cage, my thumb, and the stabilator of an H-60 aircraft became friends very, very quickly in a not so properly intimate way. And it resulted in an almost complete break of my thumb on my right hand, proximal phalanx for you medical types. And it was almost a total break. It was like 2/3 worth broken through. There's definitely some significant tendon and nerve damage. I can't feel anything on the equivalent of this top around the nail bed down to the thumb. I can't feel on this thumb at all, but I can feel the bottom just fine. I got surgery on Christmas Eve of all fucking days of the year. I'm going to need a plate to repair the thumb to get everything to kind of set back in place. And I'm looking at probably about 6 months of physical therapy. Fucking terrific. So, yeah. If you've wondered why I've been absent, there you go. I didn't do a video last week kind of because of it being fresh. I'm going to try and do a video more often than not and try and stream now that I've figured out how to, believe it or not, use a mouse, because the people who put this cast together made this neat little divot that actually allows me to hold my mouse pretty well. So, shockingly enough, I can kind of game, but only game on PC. So there will be no console streaming, no console gaming of any kind for me. But I'll get into that here in a minute. I just want to go over some quick news that's kind of funny to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. For those who haven't heard, Fallout 76 kind of got overrun by some hackers who figured out how to spawn shit in the world. And by spawn shit in the world, I mean everything from like random bots and monsters and freaking nuclear explosions randomly in the world to the Pridwin, some Fallout 4 assets that got dropped in the engine. It's pretty funny. They've already kind of gone into damage control mode. They brought the servers offline for all platforms. It's going to be funny to see how Bethesda gets control of this and prevents it from happening again. But for those who aren't up to speed on that, you might want to check out Young Yas' page because it's some pretty funny shit. Speaking of Young Yas' page, he has some stuff that I'm not thrilled about. He shared some reviews of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, and I want to talk about something that, in my opinion, is what I like to call too much of a bad thing. We've all heard that there can be too much of a good thing. Well, there can be too much of a bad thing too. And something I've been seeing a little prematurely posted is all these reviews from the early screenings of people who've gone to see Star Wars. You have a lot of the freaking tinfoil hatters like the Quartering and other folks out there who've been dropping these bombshell news reports about how bad Star Wars Rise of Skywalker must be. GameSpot is ripped on it. I think IGN didn't do so hot of a review. There's been, to their credit, there's been some consistency in the things that they're nitpicking about, but at the same time, you have positive reviews from places like CNN and a couple, fairly positive reviews that are going out there. But if you're a Star Wars fan, just go see the damn movie. Just go see it. Make your own decision. Don't let the negative prevent you from going out and enjoying something, because while, yes, to some degree, I think if you're still going to see it anyway, and it lowers your expectations and the movie ends up being better than you're expecting, cool. You end up liking the movie. Kind of like what happened with Rise of Skywalker, The Last Jedi with me. That's a movie that got more hate than it deserved, because having rewatched it again, it's not as bad as I thought it was when I first watched it. Do I think Rian Johnson's kind of a meh director when it comes to Star Wars? Yeah, he could have done better. He could have taken it in a better direction. But I can't take anything away from him, because apparently Knives Out, his latest movie, is fucking fantastic, and I'll have to go see that over the holidays too. But just go see Star Wars. If you're a Star Wars fan, if you're tuning into my channel, odds are you've probably seen and or liked Star Wars. So just go see the damn movie. Don't let the hardcore toxic fanboys and fangirls hold you down and keep you from seeing something that could be a really good experience. Because I'm going to go see it tomorrow, and I'm going to go into it as a Star Wars fan. I'm going to go in there as a Mandalorian fan, really. But hey, it is what it is. If there's no Mandalorians on screen, oh well, I still saw a Star Wars movie, and I'm still going to come home and play some Star Wars games. Don't care. Going to enjoy myself. Fuck yes. And I will have a spoiler-free review Saturday, since I'll be home. Spoiler-filled review will be out second Friday of January, thereabouts. Get away, dog. Some Star Trek news. More on the somber note, we've had some recent passings in the Star Trek family. Rene Auberjonois, DC Fontana, Robert Walker Jr., Michael Pollard, and Michael Lamper. Michael Lamper is the late husband to Marina Sirtis, the actress who played Troy in TNG. They all passed away within the last 3 weeks. So it's been a huge blow to the Trek family to lose so many close to the Trek license. So just please take a few moments to remember those that we lost in the Trek family. I'll probably have a Trek. I won't be a Trekkie Tuesday because it'll be Christmas Eve. That's when I'm going to get my surgery, and I'm probably going to be going up to Maryland to see relatives for the holiday. And but I'm going to try and squeeze a Star Trek online stream in sometime over this long weekend. And we'll see what happens. But after the new year, I'm going to be renaming Saggy's Sleigh, the USS Saggy's Sleigh, to the USS Constable in honor of Rene Auberjonois, our lovely Constable Odo. And speaking of which, streaming YouTube, I am losing work due to this injury, and I really do kind of like the income I'm getting at this new job. And we're trying to go forward with our lives here and kind of look for a better future. And some things are going to be held up because of losing a little bit of money, especially being that it's the holidays. So I'm going to be singing for my supper a little bit more. What does that mean? I'm going to be doing a little bit more YouTube and a little bit more streaming. If I've got free time to myself and I've got the house to myself, I'm probably going to stream, and I'm probably going to have a YouTube video, something to cover, something to laugh about, have joy about, and share with y'all. So if you can support me, every little bit helps. I appreciate it. I'm going to be losing a little bit of money because I haven't been with the company long enough to qualify for short-term disability, and I'm going to be getting basic workman's comp to take care of the surgery I need to fix my hand. Beyond that, that's all I'm getting. And I don't know how much damage is going to be done because when they took my wrap off, my Dynacast that I had on it, which they call it a Spica wrap or whatever, Spica cast, when they took that off and they x-rayed it and they looked at everything, it was worse than we thought. So because of that, we don't know what the long-term repercussions are going to be. I know I'll be going back to work next Friday, but beyond that, I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll just see what happens, man. Stay tuned to Twitter, though, because things are going to have to be kind of flexible. There's a lot of new Destiny content out. There's Life Day going on, so I'll be on Star Wars Galaxies, SOTOR. There's still the Q stuff going on, so I'll be on Star Trek Online as well. But I'm going to squeeze in some Destiny as well, because apparently, Season of the Dawn's not as bad as we thought it was going to be. It's actually kind of fun, and the dawning that's going on right now is a rip-roaring good time. I love baking cookies. Who doesn't? It's the holidays. Let's have some fun, right? And rebranding is still a go for 2020. I'm fucking excited to show off to you. I think I'm going to try and have a teaser of that out before the new year happens. So stay tuned on social media for that. And I think that'll about cover it. I want to save some material for tomorrow because I'm going to do a video tomorrow as well. So, it's going to be kind of a full YouTube this weekend. So stay tuned. We'll have some fun. And if you see me post on Twitter or Facebook about some upcoming streams, please support me. Come tune in. Let's have some fun. Engage, and let's have a good time. All of my soundboard items will be free because it's the holidays, but if you want to drop some bits or drop a donation on PayPal or drop a donation on Patreon, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you. I'm hanging in there. I'm keeping my head up. Hope you are too. If y'all need to talk, you know where to find me. Jarek Cyphus, signing out.